Today we're going to do a technique that you can actually do on your own, and I'll talk about that a little bit at the end, how you can adapt the process and the technique to do on your own at any time. It's a really powerful process that will help you build confidence or any other skill that you really need to embody to move forward with that thing that you're working on. So maybe it's motivation, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's something else that you really need, that one element that would really help you move into that activity. So that's what we'll be looking at today. If you have any questions throughout the process, you can type them in the chat, and generally I address those at the end, and I will stay on if you have any questions or comments, if anyone wants to share. If anyone is new to hypnosis, this is just a light hypnosis process. If you've ever done a guided imagery, guided meditation, it'll feel very similar to that. You won't need to worry about not being able to respond to the environment around you. If you have things come up that you need to pull yourself out of and answer a door, answer a phone, you will be able to do that. So today's just about going into a focused state of relaxation, following the imagery, the things that I'll be asking you to picture in your mind. And it's a really powerful process. You can do it sitting, standing, whatever feels right for you. So do we have any questions on that piece before I move on? I think we're good. Okay, so today's technique really works with the power of our imagination. And if you doubt the power of the imagination, you're in good company. Lots of folks do. It doesn't seem like it's that important of a thing when we picture things in our mind. But we've all experienced watching a movie or a TV show, and those intense scenes where the hero is, maybe being chased, or the movie's very scary and someone's moving to open that closet door and you just know something horrible is going to be there. We've all had those times where our conscious mind knows that's not happening. We know that in reality, it's not real. We know that consciously that it probably our hero is going to make it through and everything's going to be great. And if not, it's all fiction and it's not real. We know that consciously. But our bodies are still reacting, right? Our bodies are still responding to that stress as we're watching our hero in that chase scene or that person reach for that closet door. Our heart rate increases, our breathing, we might even be holding our breath, or our breath becomes shallow and more intense. And so our bodies are reacting as if we might even be sweating, tensing up. Oh my gosh, our bodies are reacting to that imagery. So that lets you know just exactly how powerful that can be. Imagining something in our mind or watching something that's fiction can actually create the environment of what we're feeling on the inside. And so we're going to be using that today, that harnessing that power of our imagination to feel a sense of calm or confidence or excitement, whatever it is that you need to embody to work on that goal or that skill or that thing that you're working on. Maybe you have a big public speaking, everyone's favorite thing to do, get in front of a whole bunch of people and talk, right? So you can use this technique to allow yourself to really feel those, the confidence, the skills that you want for that. So take a moment to just kind of come up with something that you are working on. If you've had a habit or something that you've been building towards during these January sessions, these lives, anything that you want to further yourself in a goal, or maybe you have an upcoming challenge, something that you're worried about or nervous about. So take a moment to kind of think of a situation like that, because we'll be using that in our technique today. And so without further ado, if you would like to take a moment to silence your phones, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Like I said, you don't need to be laying down or super comfortable, but just kind of settle in for a moment. Allow your eyes to close. And take some of those nice deep breaths with long exhales. Allowing those exhales to maybe even be twice as long as your inhale. Allowing those long exhales to cue your body, cue your mind that it's time to relax. Allowing those deep, long exhales to effortlessly bring your body and mind into that relaxed calm. Good. And I'd like you to imagine what it would be like to be in a very deep state of relaxation. Imagining or even just pretending what that might feel like. What would it feel like to be in a deep state of trance or meditation? Imagining what that would feel like in your body. It might feel light or maybe warm. Maybe it feels like an experience of expanding. Or for some people, it might feel heavy or numb or even tingly or something else. Just imagining what that deep state of relaxation would feel like for you. Even just pretending what that might feel like, how that would feel in your body. And as you bring that image to mind, even just pretending you're feeling it, allowing your subconscious mind to easily and effortlessly take you there. And imagine how that deep state of relaxation might feel in your mind. Maybe your thoughts slow down. Maybe there's a sense of inner peace or calm. Maybe you can even imagine your thoughts becoming like clouds and simply floating out over the horizon. Imagining, even just pretending what it might feel like in your mind to feel that deep sense of relaxation and calm. Good. Imagining now that you can even double that sensation of relaxation in your mind and your body. Pretending that you can double that sensation as you go even deeper. Feeling that sense of calm, peaceful relaxation more and more. Imagining, even just pretending that you're feeling that in your body and in your mind, a deep state of peace, calm, relaxation. Imagining or just pretending that you can go even deeper. Good. That's right. And bringing to mind now that activity, maybe your New Year's resolution or habit you're trying to start. Or maybe you have an upcoming activity that makes you a little nervous, a little worried. Something you'd like to work on, something you'd like to get better at, something you'd like to become even easier. And imagine the place the environment where you would start that activity. If you want to start exercising more, maybe you see yourself entering the gym, opening the front door of that gym. Or maybe if you want to start a writing practice, you see yourself, you see that environment at your writing table. Maybe if you want to start eating healthier, you see a nice, clean, ready, prepared kitchen. Good. Now imagine that in that environment, that place where you'll be doing that activity, you'll be starting that activity, bring to mind a person who embodies all the traits that you would like to embody during that activity. Maybe if you're starting a running practice, maybe it's an athlete. Or if you're starting that writing practice, maybe it's your favorite author. Or maybe it's a superhero or your favorite character from a movie or a book. You can get as creative and as fun as you'd like. Someone who embodies that sense of getting it done, of doing it. It can be anyone, it can be someone who's real or imagined, someone who has passed, someone from history, or someone you know. Maybe you had a mother or a grandmother, someone who you really admired for having that trait of showing up and being motivated or getting really good results in that activity that you're starting. So imagine that that person, your own personal hero, is in that environment where you'll be doing that activity. And you're looking at them in that space, the place where you will start running or start cooking or start writing or whatever it is that you're working on. That person is there, powerfully holding space. They're in your kitchen or your gym, or wherever. Imagine that person either sitting or standing there, getting ready to do that activity. And imagine that person powerfully embodying that trait that you want. Maybe it's confidence, maybe it's motivation, maybe it's feeling excited about the activity. As you imagine looking at that person there in that space, notice how he or she or they hold their shoulders. Notice their posture, how they're standing or sitting. Do they stand straight and strong with broad shoulders? Or are they more loose and relaxed and flexible? Notice their breath, the rise and fall of their chest. Notice the expression on his or her or their face. Do they have an expression of calm or excited anticipation? Maybe they look confident. Maybe they look joyful. And imagine that you can feel the emotion coming off that person. Maybe it's an easy sense of confidence or inner strength. Maybe it's a joyful excitement. It's starting an activity that they love so much, that they're so good at. Good. Now imagine that you walk right over to where that person is sitting or standing, and you walk right into that person, merging into them, becoming that person. Like you can walk right into their body. And you're there embodying all that emotion, maybe confidence, maybe joy, maybe an appreciation of the activity. Feel yourself in that posture. Now you're standing or sitting in the same way that you've been noticing them stand or sit. What does that feel like in your body to hold that posture? What does it feel like to breathe with the same pattern of breath? Good. And imagine that you can feel that sense, that confidence, that skill that they have, that inner skill that you appreciate. Feel that flowing through you, emanating from you, that inner strength or confidence, that calm. Maybe it's just a feeling of really loving that exercise or that writing technique or whatever it is that you'll be doing. Take a moment to enjoy feeling that inner skill, inner confidence, that strength, that ability. And imagine that you can tell your own subconscious mind, your own body, that whenever you walk into that environment, that space, whenever you get ready to do that activity, this is the way you feel now. Maybe you can even imagine hearing your subconscious mind say, as you wish. You got it, babe. Good. And bringing back into your current body now all that wisdom and knowledge, what it feels like, the experience of being your superhero in that activity, getting ready to move forward, doing that thing that you want to do, feeling the way that you want to feel. Bringing that knowledge, that wisdom, that experience back into your own body. Take a nice deep breath and allow your body to just memorize how that feels. Knowing that you can bring that sense of confidence, that sense of joy, whatever it is that you want to embody, you can bring that home now into your body, into your mind. Anytime you step into that environment, you can feel those feelings, making it easy, making it effortless. Your powerful mind has created that now and can create that anytime you like. Good. And so I'm going to count from 1 to 5 now. And on 5, you'll be awake, alert, and aware. awake, alert, and aware, bringing forward that confidence, that strength, that ability to do that activity, that task in the way that you and your superhero do it. One, bringing into your body and mind all that confidence and wisdom, the experience of that feeling. Two, coming all the way back into your body, coming back into the present moment. Three, beginning to notice the sounds inside the room and outside the room as you come all the way back. Four, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, and stretching into the body. And five, awake, alert, and aware. Awake, alert, and aware. So welcome back. And I'm going to give you a little technique to just adapt that same process that we just went to in a way that you can use that anytime. And so one thing that you can do is change your environments. So anytime that you're feeling, maybe you want to start that new habit, that new activity, and you're feeling that sense of resistance that, I just don't feel like it right now. Or maybe you're getting ready to do something like public speaking or something that makes you nervous and you want to embody some confidence. So whenever you can go to that place and before you spend a few minutes before you get ready to do that activity, and just close your eyes and see on that side of the room, that place where you're going to be doing that activity, imagining that environment with that person, your superhero standing there. And you can get up and you can wiggle and you can smile. Anytime we change our environment and we change our body, we change the inside. We change what's happening in our minds and in the way that we're feeling. So if you can get up and stretch and smile and maybe lift your head, lift your eyes, smile on your face, wiggle around a little, and then close your eyes and see your superhero in that place and just imagine all that they embody, just the way that we did today, imagining them, the way they stand or sit, the way they hold themselves, how they're feeling on the inside, that confidence, that excitement, that joy, whatever it is that you're trying to embody. And then physically move to that place. Just as we did it in our imagination today, you can walk right into that space and imagine that you're walking right into all of that confidence, all of that joy, all that pleasure in the activity, whatever it is that you're trying to embody. And just kind of breathe that in, and you'll be amazed how well your imagination just brings that up. In the same way that we can shift our feelings, we think of nervousness or anticipation, we can change that in our mind to excitement. Our body feels the same way, whether we feel something as nerves or whether we feel it as excitement, our bodies are doing the same thing. So we can just shift the way that we think about it. We can shift our bodies around. We can shift the physical environment even by just taking a few steps and standing in a different location. And just embody that person. So that's a technique that you can just take a moment or two to do to move yourself into that thing, that activity, that habit you're trying to start, and really move from a place of resistance into a place of feeling excited about doing the activity. Or again, alternatively, if you're trying to get yourself to feel excited and confident about something that makes you nervous, you can use it for that, to that end as well. So I hope that that's something that you feel good about and want to move forward. Anyone who's new to these lives, Maddie is going to put a link to something that I created for January. Our January theme has been moving forward in your resolutions or your goals, your things for the new year. And that link is going to allow you to access a document that you can download and use that helps to build an intention statement. When we have a really clear intention statement we can connect to, then that helps us move forward with our goals and our habits. So this is kind of the conclusion of January. Thanks for sticking through it. Hopefully you found something helpful. And for February, all of the live sessions are going to be around releasing and letting go and moving forward without some of that baggage, those things that hold us back from the past that keep pulling us back into some of our same patterns.